was your idea to send Frank out of town?
Honey, I wasn't trying to send him anywhere. But I was playing golf with Bob Banning. He mentioned that they were interviewing several candidates for athletic director at Colson. I thought, what a fantastic opportunity for Frank.
You might have discussed it with me.
We were on the 12th tee. Honey, there was hardly time to call you. I mean, you can appreciate that. I don't get to play a lot of golf. If you feel I was out of line, I'm truly sorry. But believe me, it was done with the best of intentions.
Oh, I bet it was.
Besides, if the job didn't work out, I didn't want you to feel disappointed.
I am disappointed, but not about the job. About you.
You bastard. He's been keeping files on us.
No, I didn't.
Right, and what is this?
Let me see this.
Look, these are not my files.
Right, Ramsey, then whose are they, huh?
Greg Cooper. These are the files you read to us.
You stole Cooper's files?
No, I only...
You only what?
Nothing. I don't know how these got here.
You may or may not know how they got here, but you are certainly hiding something. Now, I don't know what this game is all about, but it is interfering with the work of the hospital. And as far as I'm concerned, you are all under suspicion.
It was nice to go out to dinner for a change.
Well, hello there, kiddies. Did you have a good night out?
What the hell are you doing here?
Good evening to you, too. Well, if you are through having fun, it's time to get to work.
No, Gail, it's okay, I think. I mean, it will be. Listen, he just sort of staggered off on his own, alone, but, you know, our Scott, he has to do everything his way every time. But listen, the reason I called is if he comes there for any reason, just please hold him there. Tie him up if you have to. Better yet, just spank him. And no, don't tell Serena anything. Don't let her know that he's sick again, okay? Okay, just call immediately if he gets there. Yeah, okay, thanks. Bye. Scott Bowen, I'm going to kill you for scaring me like this. What are you doing? Stop that. Get away.
It's all right. I'm just adjusting his IV.
Oh, you know, the last intern that did that might have nearly killed him.
This is not my first patient, and can you please keep it down? Dr. Collins needs all the rest he can get.
Oh, I know that. I'm just worried about Scott.
What's the matter with him?
He had another episode, and I tried to bring him in here for tests, but he ran away.
Ran away where?
I don't know that, do I? He just sort of vanished.
Lucy. Scott is missing.
I gotta get to Serena.
Just gotta stay together.
You in the blue convertible. Pull over to the side of the road now. I repeat, pull over now.
Will you remove your glasses, sir? This registration is made out to Miss Lucy Coe.
She's my friend.
Would she approve you driving on both sides of the road?
I don't know.
Have you been drinking tonight, sir? Have you been drinking tonight, Mr. Baldwin?
No, just been up for a while.
Please get out of the car, sir.
Out of the car?
Please, sir. Move away from the car, sir. This is a field sobriety test. I'd like you to walk a straight line. Step around to the other side of the car. I'd like you to walk towards me in a straight line, placing one foot directly in front of the other.
Anything else?
Close your eyes, please, sir. Touch your nose and lift your leg.
All right.
I will ask you again. Have you been drinking tonight, sir?
No. Sir.
I'd like to give you a breathalyzer test.
I'm sorry, but I can't take that.
Are you refusing a breathalyzer test, Mr. Baldwin?
Yes, I am. I am not myself tonight.
I hope you're satisfied you woke him up.
I asked you to keep it down.
Ladies, please. Lucy, what do you mean Scott is missing?
See, he had another episode, and I was bringing him here to see you, actually.
Wait, hold it. Another episode?
Yeah, I was going to tell you about this, Doc, yesterday. But you see, Scott asked me not to say anything, and I figured if it's a one-time deal, what's the big deal?
Hold it again. Lucy, what sort of an episode?
Well, he's sort of falling down, like he's drunk, but he's not drunk, and he's hallucinating and sweating profusely.
At first I thought maybe it was food poisoning or just an allergic reaction to something.
You knew about this too?
Well, he called me and asked me to pick up Serena from school, and then when I saw the condition he was in, I tried to get him to come to the ER, but he just slammed the door in my face.
He's not an easy man to get to a doctor, I know.
Well, I think he's a little hesitant because she's not exactly a doctor. She's an
Lucy.
intern. What?
Anyway, the hallucinations concern me, but there's no way to tell without a workup what caused them. So, and he swore to me that he wasn't doing any drugs.
Oh, please. The man has never touched the stuff, okay? Anyway, Doc, see, I was bringing him up here because I thought you should take a look at him, but guess who we ran into? Dr. Devlin, right in the middle of one of Scott's bad recurrences.
Was Devlin able to help him?
No, not exactly. I wouldn't say that. Well, you see, Scott sort of threatened to kill the guy.
That could have been symptomatic.
Yeah. Well, I just am feeling really awful that Devlin saw Scott like that.
I'm really not concerned who saw him what way. What's important is that Scott's out there, he's alone, he's in this condition, and we don't know where.
I start work when I get my money. No sooner said than done.
What is that?
Blood money.
I said I wanted this in my bank.
I know that's what you said, but you see the way I look at it. It's your money. You take it to the bank.
Yeah, we said 40,000.
No. You said 40,000. I say that's sufficient to get started.
Sure. What do I care?
Good. Now, Danielle, why don't you roll up your sleeve?
Why?
Well, haven't you heard? There's a terrible blood shortage, and you have offered to donate some of your very own out of the goodness of your heart.
Oh, no. You're not going to stick me.
I wouldn't dream of sticking you. Our good doctor will do that.
Now?
Why not? Unless, of course, she's had too much to drink tonight.
Well, that wouldn't affect her DNA.
Good. Then let's get started. Let's find out just how close a match you are to Miss Serena Baldwin, your new daughter.
Let's get this straight. The fact that you set this job up for me is only one of the reasons I'm turning it down.
I did not set this up. An opportunity presented itself for me to do a favor for a friend of my daughter.
Then why try and hide your good deeds?
I was trying to remain anonymous so that my involvement wouldn't seem like meddling in your affairs.
But that's exactly what you were doing, meddling. That's what you've always done.
Julie, I'll be inside if you need me.
Thanks. I'll be in a minute.
You're really angry, huh?
Absolutely. Here I am, Julie Devlin, MD, playing cheerleader, begging Frank to do what was best for him, thinking he had accomplished all this on his own.
Honey, I'm so sorry.
Sorry we found out what you were doing?
No, I'm sorry that things got all twisted when all I was trying to do was to do a favor for somebody you care for.
Well, at least you've got that part right. I do care about Frank. He's one of the nicest men I've ever met.
Honey, I'm really, really glad. I mean, don't you think we can kind of put this job discussion stuff behind us?
Here you go, sweeping another important discussion under the carpet.
Whoa, I'm doing nothing of the sort.
What about the fact that you tried to take control of my life this past month?
On the contrary, I thought I was very good at keeping my distance.
Oh, do you really think that interfering in Frank's life, and therefore mine, is keeping your distance?
Excuse me. There's a considerable difference between wanting what's best for my daughter and interfering. Now, I might be guilty occasionally of being somewhat overprotective, but it's because I believe that I know what's best for you.
No, you don't. If you did, you would have never come to Port Charles.
Look, I'm sorry. I don't know how these files got in my locker.
I'd say it's simple. You put them there.
Wrong again, Scanlon, as usual.
However they got here, they do not belong in this hospital.
That's right. They're police property.
I am taking them and putting them in my office. Well, what are you standing here for? Don't you people have patients to attend to?
I have to get down to the lab.
Never gonna weasel your way out of this one, Chris.
Listen to Karen, I don't have to. Because those files are not mine.
You were just keeping them for a friend, huh?
Look, I couldn't care less about your sordid past, or your skiing accident, or your first whispers in the confessional at age 6.
Ramsey.
Besides, how could I have gotten them? Cooper was in a maximum security prison and then in an institution that burned down to the ground with him in it.
Well, you could have lifted them that first night, before the police sealed off the crime scene.
Which means that you've had them all along.
Of course, if I could have gotten them, anyone else in this room could have. We were all there that night.
Yeah, but those files weren't in our lockers.
Oh, very good, Sherlock. They were in mine, weren't they? Obviously planted by someone with an axe to grind. And let's see, who has been abusive, hysterical, and paranoid lately? Oh, yeah. Karen.
I worry about you sometimes. You're my daughter.
Dad!
I never want you to ever think that I don't love you. It's not a mistake I want to make twice in one lifetime.
What mistake?
One I made with your brother.
Dad,
No. It's time for me to quit acting like I wasn't responsible for Buddy's death.
You weren't.
I was. I should have seen it coming.
You can't blame yourself when someone commits suicide.
The signs were all there. I was just too busy to notice.
None of us realized how depressed Buddy was.
I would have seen it if he'd been one of my patients. Why couldn't I see it with my own son? Because I was just too damn busy. I was never there. I never went to the school plays. I didn't even go to his birthday parties, for God's sake. The whole time he was in Little League, I went to one game. One game. And that was only because an operation canceled at the last minute. I mean, I remember he dropped a flub. And I kidded him about it, stupid.
He told me he dropped it because he was so nervous with you there watching.
If I'd gone more than once, I wouldn't have scared him. He would have known I was there to support him and not to criticize him.
You can't change the past, Dad. We all wish we'd done something differently. But you loved him in your own way.
Exactly. And it wasn't good enough. And it would have been so easy for me just to show him how much I loved him. When Buddy killed himself, there was a time that I considered taking my own life.
Dad.
I'm fine. What stopped me was you. I remembered I had a daughter, and I thought, thank God I've got another chance. And I swore that I would never make the same mistakes with you that I made with Buddy. So, if I'm a little overprotective sometimes, or even if I'm meddlesome, from the bottom of my heart, I am truly sorry. And I will do my best to mend my ways. And please, don't expect miracles.
Do you?
Where do you get off accusing me of planning those files?
Someone did, and you swore you'd get me.
It's all right. Everybody knows you would do whatever it takes to make us look bad in the eyes of the administration.
Come on, do you really think I would put those files in my locker where you could find them? Give me a break.
Well, with your track record, you are the logical person. Face it, Chris.
Oh, I am, huh?
Yes.
Well, who screwed up Kevin Collins' IV and tried to bag me for
I did not screw up Kevin
Only
Collins' IV.
That charge didn't stick, did it? So what is this, a follow-up?
This is a warning, Chris. From now on, I'm going to make your life a living hell.
So all this other garbage you've been trying to pile on me up till now has just been what? Practice?
Chris, you read my file, so you know what kind of grief I can lay on you.
This is only going to hurt a little bit, I promise.
It's okay, I trust you.
Oh, how touching.
It's just going to sting a little.
Ooh, that's my cue to exit. I will be in the bedroom making a few personal calls, if you don't mind.
Doc, I just know that something is fishy here. You know Spud doesn't do drugs. Certainly doesn't drink that much.
Lucy, just...
No, what about a trip? He hasn't taken a trip. You know, I was thinking like to a tropical island. Maybe he got a tsetse fly bite or maybe a parasite on his brain.
Don't jump to conclusions. Just wait.
Lucy. It's Scott.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Are you all right? Where are you? I'm going to kill you. Are you okay?
Depends what your definition of okay is. I gotta tell you, Ramsey, trashing Karen in front of her boss is pretty low.
No, but it's okay if you two gang up on me, huh?
I'm not gonna just stand around, Ramsey, and let you put the blame on her.
What are you gonna do? Take a chainsaw to me?
Come on, you guys, just cool it. I really don't feel like breaking up another fight.
Whoa. You could cut the testosterone in this room with a knife.
Those, files Cooper had on us, they just fell out of Ramsey's locker.
Oh, that is so good. Thank you for that.
And he was just protesting his innocence.
Well, you didn't believe him for a second, did you?
Now what?
You tell me.
Okay, let's see. I came to Port Charles, and I immediately started meddling in your life, and I even followed you when you were on rounds and checked up on you, and I tried to get your boyfriend a job in Chicago. That's got to be it.
Pretty much.
If I'm not careful, I'm going to screw up with you just like I screwed up with Buddy.
That won't happen.
Lucy, just take it easy. I'm in jail, but I'm fine.
You're in jail, but you're fine? How can you be fine?
Never stops. Just come down here and bail me out, and I'll tell you, explain everything, all right?
No, I'm not going to do that unless you promise to see Doc or at least get some tests run.
We'll discuss it.
Yes, you bet we will. Tell me, did anybody see you?
Just every flatfoot in Port Charles. I have some information I just couldn't wait to share with you. It pertains to our friend, Scott Baldwin.
Yes, I just heard that earlier this evening he was picked up by the Port Charles police for DWI. Well, it's exactly that kind of behavior which worries me sick. Imagine my poor little innocent niece driving around town with a man in that condition. First thing tomorrow morning, I want you to get a hold of that police report. I'm sure you'll come up with some creative way to use it against him. Thank you. And thank you, Scotty. This couldn't have worked out better even if I had planned it myself.
This is Charles Gibson. Tomorrow, the best way is to save for your retirement. Plus, Wolfgang Puck and Nathan Lane will join us on tomorrow's Good Morning America.